Hello and welcome back to the Women's Football Show with myself, Pippa Monique, and this week I am joined by Falhat, who is a player for Charlton Athletic.
Yeah, playing for their under-21s right now.
Amazing. What position do you play?
Left wing.
How are you enjoying your season so far?
It's been good. I recently just got signed, so it's going great.
Amazing, I love that.
Yeah, we didn't get to play last week because of the storm.
So many games got cancelled, including my son's. Literally, football was cancelled everywhere.
Yeah, I was just so annoyed, but hopefully we go again this week if Storm Dennis doesn't come.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been going great.
Good. Now let's get into the w.s.l. Of course, we're going to kick things off with Arsenal, who are back to winning ways in the league. We had back-to-back defeats against Man City and Chelsea, and then we faced Liverpool last night, and we managed to get 3 points, which seemed as though we weren't going to get them in the first half because we're coming up against a relegation fighting team, Liverpool at the bottom of the table. In our last 5 games against Liverpool, we've won all 5. So going into this, you're expecting, an easy ride, maybe a 1-0, 2-0, maybe a 3-0. But then we go in and Liverpool gets on the score sheet first, and it was a very tough game. What did you make of it?
When I was looking at it on Twitter and I could just see Liverpool scored and I was like, what is going on? Because I looked at the stats just before the game and it was like, we've won all our away games at Liverpool. Like, we have 100%. So I was just like, for Liverpool to score so early as well, like, I didn't really expect it. But then afterwards, when Vivian Miedema scored, I was like, yeah, we're getting back. And then it was like 2-2 just before half time.
I have to say though, it's not the fact that they scored early, it's how they scored. I mean, defensively, that was one of the, is it fair to say one of the worst defensive performances I've seen from Arsenal this season? I mean, that error from Louise Quinn for Babajide to run past her like that, she left her for dirt. And it was such an easy way to get away from Louise Quinn and then just slide it into the back of the net. Yeah,
I think that Louise Quinn, like, if she looked over her shoulder, then she would have seen her come in, but because she was just facing the goalkeeper, she didn't really see it. But then again, really bad defending from Arsenal.
But then we got back into the game with a goal from Jordan Nobbs.
Yeah,
she was leading midfield maestro, I would say, for that first half.
Jordan Nobbs, I think she was the key player in that game. She assisted the first goal, got the second goal. Like, she was everywhere, playing really good. So, yeah, I think key performance from her.
And I have to say, all 3 goals that came from Arsenal came in through crosses. So Vivian Miedema got a header in the last goal. And I know she's been screaming for more of those balls to be placed towards her head from a cross. So she got that. And that was the winning goal. So now Vivian Miedema scored her 15th and 16th goal last night. So she's now on 16 goals this season. Still top of the goal scoring table. Just 3 above Beth England, who's coming in fast at Chelsea.
She is coming.
So it's still looking good for Arsenal. That win has now left us in 3rd position on 36 points, I believe. Let's double check.
Points.
No, 33. Where am I going? We're on 33 points.
33.
Yeah. Wow, that doesn't seem right. No, it's 36 points. It's 36 points. It hasn't been updated. That is 36. That's double check that. They haven't updated the table there. 36 points, 3 behind Man City and 2 behind Chelsea. I have to say though, after such a tough game, it wasn't an easy ride for us. Would you say that Arsenal are now in a crisis? Because if you looked at our bench afterwards, because Beth Mead came off, it hasn't been said much in the media yet, Beth Mead came off and Jem Beattie had to come on for her. And according to spectators and some of the journalists that were at the game, they said she came off in tears, clutching her knee, and it looks like a very bad injury. I can't confirm that, of course. We have to wait for Arsenal to confirm that, but it doesn't look great. And there's so many injuries. I mean, Kim Little, out of the blue, she's had foot surgery.
I was like,
this is like bewildering for us fans, because at the Man City game, a lot of the fans were like, why is Kim Little not in the squad? Because a lot of fans saw her at the home game at the Continental Cup semi-final, and they spoke to her. She was speaking to the fans. She was speaking to her. What did she say to you?
I think she said something about a stretch. I couldn't really hear her, but she didn't say that she was injured.
So she was talking to a lot of people, and everyone was, of course, like, why are you not playing? Why are you not in the squad? Why are you not on the bench? And she was like, oh, I'm resting. So we just thought, okay, she's preparing for the big one, Man City in the league. And then she travelled with the team, but she wasn't in the squad.
Yeah.
And so there were so many questions, and now it's turned out that she had foot surgery, which is out of nowhere. And then we have Leah Walty, who also travelled with to Man City on the Sunday, but wasn't in the squad. And apparently it's a hamstring injury. Then there's Catherine Vehe. I hope I've said her surname correctly. Is it Vehe? Yeah, I hope we have to confirm that one. We don't know what her injury is. I spoke to her at a game, informal chat. and she just said that she's hoping to come back soon. So that's Kim Little, Leah Walty, Katrina, potentially Beth Mead now. Jem Beattie was injured and happened to come on for Beth Mead last night. That's so many injuries. If you looked at our bench after Jem Beattie came on, we had like 3 academy players. So there was Phyllis, Grant and Mace, and then Zinsberger, our goalkeeper.
Yeah.
What does that say about the squad? Are we in a crisis?
I think so, because just that game, it was so hard and it was so tight that I think that like every player is needed now. And just to see so many injuries, it's just a bit mad.
It's not good. At such a pivotal time of our season. With
Conti Cup final coming up.
Very soon. The league, I'm sure they're still chasing the league because they're still in that. FA Cup game on Sunday. Very big games coming up. And at the moment, it looks like we don't have a full squad. And then we've got a new signing, Caitlin Ford. But she's on international duty
now, though.
Oh, she's coming back.
I saw it on Twitter,
I know, I saw her, she was like, we've got the clutch. Like, she was very happy that we got the win at last minute. But like, at this point, we need a stronger team. Like when we look at our rivals such as Chelsea and Man City, they've got such squad depth. Like they could bring on so many options from the bench. And our bench, we have academy players. That is saying something.
Yeah.
Well, should there be more done in the transfer window, do you reckon?
Yeah, I think so. I think we need some players. I think we need a bit more defenders as well. Yeah. Like our defensive, I think our defence was good, but it could be better.
I mean, Leah Williamson is one of our notable defenders, but she wasn't playing in defence last night.
When I saw that she was playing in midfield, but though she did really well in midfield, like that ball towards the Van der Donk.
Yeah, all that led to...
Yeah, that is when...
Lisa Evans crossed it in to Jordan Nobbs. Yeah, beautiful goal
and then Nobbs scored. So yeah, I think she's a quality player.
She always has the pinpoint balls there. Yeah. Leah Williamson, you can't go wrong with that. So it'll be interesting to see who plays in Sunday's game against Lewis Women. FA Cup 5th round. It's a must-win game because, I mean, we want to win as many competitions that we're in. And looking at the injury prones, I don't know what squad will be out. We might see some academy players starting because we don't know if Beth Mead will be available. Yeah. I mean, Phil Neville was there in attendance last night, who's obviously the England Lionesses manager. He's obviously going to be gutted to see Beth Mead come out injured.
Yeah.
With a Olympic year coming
Olympics coming up.
So I don't know who's going to play on Sunday. Let me know what your starting 11 will be. Who do you think is going to play? Do we even have a starting 11 at this point? Now, let's go into the other games. Chelsea 2, Birmingham City 0. I have to get on to Guru Rayton. I feel like she's super underrated.
Such an underrated player. She's quality. Like, from the first goal, her reaction time, and like getting that loose ball quickly and scoring. She's just a quality player. She's always there when she needs to be. She knows where to be.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
She doesn't get enough praise. Like, she is literally a magician.
Yeah, definitely. She's a really good player. Really good.
So, of course, she opened the scoring, and, of course, who else but Bethany England got on the score sheet as well, making it 2-0. And that's now Birmingham City's 4th consecutive defeat, and they're now 1 point above Bristol City, who are in the relegation battle. Could Birmingham City slip down, or could they manage to stay up?
Do you know what? I think that game, it just showed Birmingham City are really fighting for it because they had a lot of chances. I think Rachel Williams, 100th w.s.l appearance.
Well done.
She was... Yeah, she was trying to get a goal. You could see from the start they had 2 chances. Lucy Staniforth as well, just over the bar. But I think Millie Bright, she was quality defending.
Like, when is she not though? When is she not?
I know. When she got the ball, it was like in such a dangerous area. It was in the penalty box, so you kind of expect Millie Bright to like slide tackle and win the ball, but she did it with quality, and they got the ball back. I think Chelsea played good, but they weren't attacking as much, especially in the first half. Like, you'd expect Chelsea to go in straight and score goals. I'm not going to lie, I was expecting
more goals.
Yeah, but they just kind of kept possession of the ball, didn't score as much. And you could hear it from the fans, like, they were all screaming, attack, attack,
They wanted more, because they're so used to it now. It was an 8-0 win in their last game, what do you expect? But you can't get those type of goal-scoring games every week.
Yeah.
You have to take a step back sometimes, I guess. I don't know what Emma Hayes' philosophy is there, but they got the 3 points and that's all that matters. But now Birmingham City are 1 point above Bristol City, as I said, and they face them in their next home game. So that could be the battle of the relegation there.
Yeah.
Who comes out on top, let's see. But then we have Man City 1, Bristol City 0. That's the first match under the interim manager, Alan Mahon. Not too many goals in that game. I was expecting a lot more.
Do you know what? I think because I looked at the stats as well after that game, and it said 11 goals on target. I just think Sophie Bagley, she's
a phenomenal keeper.
A phenomenal keeper. When she was playing so good, like she kept out as many goals as she could. I think the first one, it was so early as well, 2 minutes in, that turn from Jenna Bonner. But I think, after that, she kept out every goal.
Yeah.
Jill Scott, she shot so many times, and they were on target, but she kept them out. Quality
Perfect delivery from Caroline Weir's free kick as well.
Caroline Weir, quality player as well.
So that's now their 6th consecutive win for Man City. That keeps them 1 point clear at the top. Can it be their title? Can they? Nick Cushy was watching on as well. I saw him tweet. He was watching the game on his iPhone. I think, could they win this title for him?
You know what? I think it's so tight between Chelsea, Man City, and Arsenal right now. I think they could potentially win it, but Chelsea haven't played a game. They're on 14 games.
And they're on 38 points. So
so I think once they play, a lot can change on that.
Yeah, so much can change.
Yeah.
Now Bristol City, they've lost 9 games now out of 13. They're remaining level on points with Liverpool at the bottom. They've conceded 37 goals in their first 12 league matches. Yeah, that is crazy.
I think it's their defence though. Like if you look at their attacking players like Emily Salmon, she's such a sick player. Yeah. Like once you get her the ball, she will score. 9 times out of 10, she's going to get on the score sheet. Yeah, she's going to get on the score sheet. But then again, I think as defenders, you've got to be more compressed and tight so that you can't create many options for the opposing team.
Yeah.
And I think they don't do that as much. Like they're very easy to open out, and I think that's how the opposition really scores.
Well, there you have it. Reading 2, West Ham 0. I mean, it's not going too great for West Ham at the moment.
You know what? That game, I think Reading dominated. Like, you couldn't even see them get out of West Ham's half.
Yeah.
So,
where
shot
are they going
after
wrong?
shot.
What do you think is happening? What's happening at West Ham? They're not even getting on the score sheet lately.
Yeah, I think the attacking players are not even getting the ball. That's the problem. Like, it's not even coming out of the defence. I think it was kind of sloppy as well from them, losing a lot of balls. Flora Williams, she will just shoot.
Yeah, of course.
Brooklyn Chaplin, she scored. Great goal.
And Jade Moore, of course.
Yeah, and Jade Moore with their header. So, I think you just can't allow Reading to get the ball. Like, you've got to be
They're
on it.
A proper clinical team. They're the underdogs, really. Because that result has now pushed them back up to 4th. And West Ham are now sitting in 8th. Reading, I mean, they're quality.
They are.
And they don't get spoken about enough.
Yeah. They're on 21 points, though, so anything can really happen. But
well, not that much. They're not going to get that far up. But when we're looking at the 3 separations of the table, the top 3 in the middle, Reading are right underneath the top 3 contenders, which is very good.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about, I think this was like the blockbuster game of the week.
I did not see it coming.
What game am I getting onto?
Spurs and Everton.
Yes, Spurs 2,
has to be.
Everton 2. I mean, going into the first half, you would have thought that Everton secured the 3 points because they got onto the score sheet twice. But then, so who scored for Everton? It was Chloe Kelly and Anissa Kagman. Yeah. So the Spurs came back with a super sub, Angela Addison, who such a young player. She hasn't played that many minutes for Spurs, I'm sure. And then she headed the ball into the net. And then there was so much drama in this game. Talk me through it. There was a red card for Rosella Ayan.
Yeah, Rosella Ayan. So I think from the start, Everton were on it.
Yeah.
So you could see that they went straight for goal. They kept shooting. And I think the defensive side of Tottenham as well, they were really sloppy. I think as soon as they lost the ball, Everton were on it and they were scoring. I think they had a lot more shots. Most of them hit the bar, so they could have got a few more goals. But then when Angela Addison came on and she scored with that header, I think it gave Spurs that boost that they kind of needed. So that was like in the second half. And then Emma Mitchell, oh my God.
Who even scores from there, bro? Why do you have to do it in a Spurs shirt? Like, why? It burns me so much.
Come
but
it's
such an amazing goal. I'm so happy for her, though. I mean, she took the free kick from 30 yards out. I don't know, you lot have to see the highlight. Go and look for the highlight. I'm not sure if we can put this in the video, copyright and stuff. But this goal was insane.
Yeah.
She hit it from the free kick 30 yards out and it just smashed into the back of the net. So much power, so much technique.
Yeah.
One of the best free kicks I've witnessed in football in general.
Yeah. And to think that was after Rizal got the red card.
Yeah.
So they were on 10 players. I don't know like whether they were confident enough to like think, oh, we're going to win this, but
who does that? I really want to know what went through her mind and thought, do you know what? I'm going to go for goal from here. Like, who does that? Who does that? And in what minute was it? Oh, it was like the 70th, 71st minute.
70.
Random, but I love it. I live for moments like that. I just wish it was in this shirt right here, but you know, it is what it is. I'm happy for you, Ems.
Definitely.
Now, getting on to the last game of the week, Brighton won, Man United won. I was expecting Man United to win this one, you know, away. But I mean, the first goal came in 15 seconds.
Yeah, I was
with
so
an own
surprised.
goal. Very disappointing there for Megan Walsh. I know she's probably kicking herself.
Yeah. But then, like, you know, if you get Lauren James the ball, she will go for goal. And, like, that's what they did. Straight away from kick-off, they got Lauren James the ball.
She
whipped it in. And it hit off Megan Walsh. Yeah, it was a bit bad.
Don't you just hate when that happens?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a player, but I would literally hate if that happened. I'd just kick my boots off and go mad. Throwing a tantrum. But, you know, they came back. Brighton came back just before half-time.
Yeah.
With their top scorer, Aileen Whelan, who's on 5 goals for Brighton so far. She got the goal.
Yeah, I think they did
the point.
very well though to like keep Man United out as well. And during the second half, I think Brighton dominated that game. They kept possession. They went for shots. I think Mary Earps, she was like having to save a lot of goals.
Yeah.
So Brighton could have easily won that game, I think, in the second half. But Mary Earps, you know, quality keeper.
So here's how the table stands after all those results. Bristol City at the bottom in the relegation zone on 6 points. Just above them, Liverpool on 6 points as well. And then Birmingham City on 7. So close at the bottom. It literally can go any way now. And above them is Brighton on 13, West Ham on 13 and 8th. It's 7th is Tottenham on 17 points. 6th is Everton on 19. Man United in 5th with 20 points. And in 4th place on 21 points is Reading. And then the top 3 is Arsenal on 36 points, Chelsea on 38, who still have a game in hand, we have to mention. And then Man City on 39 points. It is getting very tasty in the league.
Yeah.
Very exciting. Now, this is the point where I ask you, I know it's hard to say now because the games on Sunday were all cancelled, but we had one game this week. Who has been your Arsenal player of the week?
Ooh, Arsenal player. It'd have to be Jordan Nobbs.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think she was just quality, especially during that game. Like, she was everywhere where she needed to be. She got the assist, she got the goal.
Yeah.
Few key passes needed to be made. She got the ball back. Yeah, just quality from her.
Nice one. Now, because we're not biased here, you also have to give me your w.s.l player of the week.
I think
this is a tough one, There's been quite a few candidates this week.
Yeah. But I think the one that stood out for me would definitely have to be Rachel Furness.
Oh, that
Not
goal.
just because of the goal.
No, but it was a very clinical goal.
Very. I think the first goal as well, she set up Babajay, and that was a brilliant ball from her, just so that she could score.
Oh yeah, of course. Brilliant goal, brilliant run.
Yeah.
Did you have to mention Liverpool players? Did you have to do that? just before you throw that in there. No, but Rachel Furness and Babajay, they done a really good job last night. So.
Quality signing from Spurs.
Yeah.
I must say. She's been doing great.
And it's paid off, clearly.
Yeah.
I mean, I did get the 3 points, but they're improving, and Vicky Jepson looked very impressed from last night's performance. Guys, let me know your Arsenal Player of the Week and your w.s.l Player of the Week in the comments below. And the next game will be at home at Meadow Park against Lewis Women on Sunday, where we'll be there doing our fan cams as usual. Very nervous to see who will be in the starting 11. It's very hard to predict anything in that game, who will be starting, what score we can expect, but hopefully we can continue winning ways. I don't know what to expect at all, but somehow I'm just going to predict 2-0, hopefully. What are your predictions?
I think 3-0.
3-0?
Yeah.
Quickly, if we can do this quickly, who do you think will be the starting goal? Who do you want to see in goal? Manuela or Pauline?
Manuela.
Now, I don't know what the formation is anymore. I mean, if we play a back 2 or a back 3, if it was a back 3, who would your 3 defenders be? It'll probably be a back 2 with what's happening now.
Ooh.
So if it's a back 2, maybe, obviously, we don't have much options. So Schneider back, Louise Quinn.
Schneider back and Louise Quinn. Leonie Mayo. She plays like left back.
Yeah. So if it's to do a 3, we'd pick those 3 in the back.
Where was Katie playing? Katie McCabe.
Probably on the wing. So just in midfield.
I think So 3 at the back.
Yeah, we've got 3 at the back. Leonie, Louise and Vicky.
Vicky. 4 in the middle.
Let's go that. So we're going 3-4-2-1.
3-4-2-1.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so the 4 in the middle, out on the wing, Katie.
Yeah.
In the middle.
On the other wing, I'd put Lisa Evans.
Yeah. Lisa Evans.
Okay.
Leah Williamson.
Yeah.
Who else do we have to go in the middle?
Jill Ward, hopefully.
Yeah, Jill Ward. What happened to her?
I have no idea. I wish I had the answers. I'm not sure. I really don't know.
Okay, Jill Ward. And then top 2, Van der Donk.
Yep. This is where it gets tricky now.
Beth Mead.
Because we don't know if Beth Mead's going to be in the squad.
Leah Walty.
We don't know if Leah Walty's going to be in the squad. This is where it gets very tricky. Very tricky.
We'd have Vivian Miedema up top.
Of course, up top.
I just don't know who's going to be.
Van der Donk. That is the question. We will find out on Sunday, hopefully, and hopefully Beth Mead's okay and she'll be in the squad and we don't need to be panicking right here, right now. But let us know your score predictions in the comments down below. And what do you think we can get out of Sunday? Can we win? Can we win? Let us know. And thank you so much for watching.